Hi, this is Salem Witch Trials Daily, and I'm Josh Hutchinson.
Hi, this is Sarah Jack. Today is Wednesday, April 6th, 1692.
According to an April 19th deposition, Benjamin Gould, a farmer, said that Martha and Giles Cory visited his home south of Salem Village on April 6th, today, stood by his bedside, and looked upon him some time before going away.
He reported feeling 2 pinches upon his side as the Corys left. He did not state whether they came bodily or spectrally. These pinches keep showing up.
They loved pinching at the time. That was a punishment instead of spanking, it was pinching. Reportedly, multiple spectral attacks occurred in Salem Village as well. We're told Abigail Williams was pinched by the shape of John Proctor, and that the two Ann Putnams, Ann Putnam Sr. and her daughter Ann Putnam Jr., continued to be tormented by various apparitions.
Minister Deodat Lawson finished his book, A Brief and True Narrative, which is about what's been happening in Salem so far in 1692, and it's about to be published.
And we want to share the conclusion of Lawson's account now.
He writes, remarks of things more than ordinary about the afflicted persons.
1. They are in their fits tempted to be witches, are shown the list of names of others, and are tortured because they will not yield to subscribe or meddle with or touch the book, and are promised to have present relief if they would do it.
2. They did in the assembly mutually cure each other, even with a touch of their hand, when strangled and otherwise tortured, and would endeavor to get to their afflicted to relieve them.
They did also foretell when another's fit was a coming, and would say, Look to her, she will have a fit presently, which fell out accordingly, as many can bear witness that heard and saw it.
That at the same time when the accused person was present, the afflicted persons saw her likeness in other places of the meeting house, suckling her familiar, sometimes in one place and posture, and sometimes in another.
That their motions in their fits are preternatural, both as to the manner, which is so strange as a well person could not screw their body into, and as to the violence also it is preternatural, being much beyond the ordinary force of the same person when they are in their right mind.
The eyes of some of them in their fits are exceeding fast closed, and if you ask a question, they can give no answer, and I do believe they cannot hear at that time. Yet do they plainly converse with the appearances, as if they did discourse with real persons.
They are utterly pressed against any persons praying with them, and told by the appearances they shall not go to prayer. So Thomas Putnam's wife was told I should not pray, but she said I should, and after I had done, reasoned with the appearance, did not I say he should go to prayer?
The forementioned Mary W., being a little better at ease, the afflicted person said she had signed the book, and that was the reason she was better. Told me by Edward Putnam.
Remarks concerning the accused. 1. For introduction to the discovery of those that afflicted them, it is reported Mr. Parris's Indian man and woman made a cake of rye meal and the children's water, baked it in the ashes, and gave it to a dog, since which they have discovered and seen particular persons hurting of them.
In time of examination, they seemed little affected, though all the spectators were much grieved to see it.
Natural actions in them produced preternatural actions in the afflicted, so that they are their own image without any poppets or wax or otherwise.
That they are accused to have a company about 23 or 24, and they did muster in arms, as it seemed to the afflicted persons.
Since they were confined, the persons have not been so much afflicted with their appearing to them, biting or pinching of them, etc.
They are reported by the afflicted persons to keep days of fasts and days of thanksgiving and sacraments. Satan endeavor to transform himself to an angel of light and to make his kingdom and administrations to resemble those of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Satan rages principally amongst the visible subjects of Christ's kingdom and makes use, at least in appearance, of some of them to afflict others, that Christ's kingdom may be divided against itself and so be weakened.
Several things used in England at trials of witches, to the number of 14 or 15 which are wont to pass instead of or in concurrence with witnesses, at least 6 or 7 of them are found in these accused. See Keeble's Statutes.
So he's saying that in Keeble's statutes, there's a list of kind of boxes that witches fit into. There's different criteria that confirm that somebody is a witch, and these particular accused check off a lot of these boxes. Some of the most solid afflicted persons do affirm the same things concerning seeing the accused out of their fits as well as in them.
The witches had a fast and told one of the afflicted girls she must not eat because it was fast day. She said she would. They told her they would choke her then, which when she did eat was endeavored. How important is this report of Deodat that he's publishing this?
This is important because it's the first descriptions that we get written down in anything that's survived. At least there may have been some letters or something that people had written, but this is the first published work that's saying, here's what the accused are like, here's some facts about the people that they're afflicting, how it's affecting them. So it is very important. It's just because it's the first that we get, and it's a different take than kind of what the Mathers come in with at the end of the witch trial process.